Hey there, everybody. I have a message here for you this week that I hope will help you boycott what you thought. Hope you like it. I hope that you share it with other people, and I hope that it leads you to a better life. So I was thinking about this. So here's something that happens to me all the time. I get people coming up to me at the end of my corporate speeches. They come up to me at my events, whatever it might be, and they'll tell me about something that they want. And that's amazing. We all have things that we want. As I stand here speaking right now to you, I've got things that I want in my life. That's what makes us human, right? But when they tell me that there's something that they want, we then get into a conversation about what I think that they're going to need to do in order to get it, just based on my own experiences. I may be right, I might be wrong, but I'll give them advice. And you can see their facial expression changing, because it's like somewhere in their mind they thought, oh, no, I want that, but I don't want to have to lose anything to get it. And I might start talking about financial risks they have to take, or they might have to move to a new country in some cases, or they might have to leave a job. And you can just see it's almost like the blood starts draining from their face. And I just find it really interesting, because I just wonder, who was it that told that individual that they can have anything they want as long as they understand that they don't have to give up anything that they have? And anybody who has the kinds of life that we want, or the things that we want, they'll be the first ones to tell you that they've had to give up quite a few things to get to where they are. For example, I always remember when I was in my early 20s, a lot of my friends, they went out and they got really great jobs right out of business school. And I had a business degree, and yet I decided to become an entrepreneur, which meant I was taking out loans. And in my case, I was going quite a far, yes, way over the prairies and into the valleys, if you know what I mean. I did find a couple of leprechauns and one rainbow, but I still was in debt. And by the end of it, I always remember feeling really frustrated, because I would be in debt, and I would hear about these things that they were doing. They'd be going on vacations, or they would be going off and buying houses, they'd be buying cars, and I just couldn't do it. But I knew what I wanted, and I knew that I had to be willing to sacrifice something in order to get there. And that's what I want to get you thinking about this week. Whatever it is that you want, it's almost impossible to get it without giving something else up. So like, if you want new friends, you're going to have to give up some of the friends that you have. You only have so much time. If you want a new job, there's a high likelihood that you're going to have to maybe give up the pay that you currently have right now as you transition into that new job. If you want to be in a new relationship, or in a relationship, and it might not even be a new one. Maybe you're single right now, or maybe you're in a relationship. I don't know. But if you want a new relationship, something's going to have to give. Maybe you're going to have to spend more time just on the dating scene, even though you hate the dating scene. I mean, we all have to give up something to get something. And so many people, I don't know why it is, that's just such a simple equation that they're trying to beat. And they don't realize that the thing you're giving up is actually not as good as the thing you're going to get. So to me, it's all the incentive that you need to do it. I always remember my friend George Karunas, who great speaker, good guy. I really love George, and he's the host of a show called Angry Planet. And he was a guy who's gone into really many fearful situations. I always remember him saying, in order to get something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. And I always loved that. And you've probably heard that expression as well, but I had never heard it before until I heard it from him. And I want to get you thinking about that, because it's the same kind of thing that I'm saying here. Another funny way of saying this is actually, I always remember somebody in New York City telling me that because the apartments in New York are so small, that when you go out and you see a piece of furniture that you really like, a chair or a bench, whatever it might be, he said to me, the first thing you think of is, okay, what is it in my apartment that I have to get rid of? Because apartments are so small, you can't have both. And so they have to give up a piece of furniture that they actually really like to get something that they like better. So just think about this at the end of this video. You know, turn it off when the time comes, and just sit by yourself quietly for 30 seconds, for a minute, for a day, whatever it happens to be, and just think about what you would have to give up to get that thing that you want, and be okay with it. And just know that letting that thing go is imperative. And not until you let that thing go can you ever get the thing you truly want. All right, I hope this is something that helps you think about life just a little bit differently today. Go give it up. All right, speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching that video, my friend. I would love to have these videos land right in your inbox. If you want to get that, just sign up right here. If you do, you're going to get a free gift, exclusive content, and you'll be the first to learn about amazing things that we have coming up.